think I turned off the phone when I was looking for a pen. Still on the get a check and take it to the bank instead of auto payments. And why? I think just because I like the ritual of going and depositing it, and knowing that if it gets lost, like, it's my fault. I don't like it when other people, like, let's say the like, what is it, the auto pay, like, doesn't go through or something. At least if I have it in my hand, then I know that it's just not as convenient, that's all. But yeah, I think since volleyball ended, not that I wasn't running during volleyball season, because I was, but I just wasn't doing it with any type of consistency. I still think the best way on paper would be to do it in the morning before everybody gets up and come back. But I feel rushed those days. And the most fun and least rushed I feel is like after I drop the kids off. But then I feel rushed to get to work. So the really best scenario is if I can, getting 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours of work done at the house, and getting the kids all ready, and then dropping them off at school, and then going running, and then getting to work. But no matter what, I always feel rushed, or I'll, what am I going to do for, like, hosing off, showering off? Am I going to just dunk myself in the ocean, or am I going to go all the way back home, or, because you could get bored of your, like, normal run around your area. So I'll try to mix it up a little bit. Like, I've been going up and over the freeway, like around, like, my brother's. That's another thing. I'll run, like, past my folks' house or my brother's house, my in-laws' house. Basically, now that I think about it, we all live very close together. Like, the other night, I don't think I was gonna intentionally go on such a long run. I think I was only supposed to go 7, but I ended up running 10 miles. But I ran out, like, to my parents' street and then back, and that ended up being 10, or I ended up deciding on 10, and that was at night. And I don't remember the last time I ran that far out of a night run, but I kind of got out, when I got out of the house when there was still, like, probably an hour and a half or hour and 15 minutes of daylight left. So by the time I got back, the sun was almost getting to dark. So I kind of worked out well, but not like a pitch black or anything. But I got out the house today. I started at like 5:24, and it was not like the sun was creeping up. It was basically, that's what I really love about the summers, is it's very light, very early. So, like, a couple times last week I was out a little after 5 or a little bit before 5. It was still kind of dark and the sun was coming up, but it's just hard to get yourself to go to bed at a decent time to get 7 or 8 hours to get up at 4. That's like 8 to 8, or 8 to 4, or 9 to 4, or 9 to 5. It's not as easy as it seems. But yeah, this morning and yesterday, so the last 2 mornings, it's been morning runs, like, before everybody has gotten their day going. And maybe Wednesday also. Expo. Forget what I did Wednesday. But I'm just pretty focused on running and working right now, and then hanging out with the kids at night and in the morning before school, after school. So there really hasn't been a lot of downtime, and then we're trying to clean house and keep everything kind of organized. But yeah, I'm just feeling a little bit dragged. But my thought was, if you want to run a marathon, I guess your legs need to be, acclimated to that amount of miles. And so I guess if you can do 2 marathons worth miles in a week, that's a good job of just pounding your legs and making them prepare. I'm sure the 4-month marathon prep and taper and all that is super helpful and probably the smartest way to do it. But I don't think I've ever done things by the preferred way, or I don't know. I just hate asking for help. I'm sure that goes back to something that happened when I was 2.5 or some shit. But I like to try and figure stuff out on my own without having to ask for. Oh well, I know, because I don't like confrontation, and I don't like talking to people because I'm assuming I'm gonna say something that's incorrect. But anyways, yeah, I don't know if I want to spend the money on a half marathon or a full marathon just so I can say that I did it, when I can just go out and run those miles by myself. But I'm sure that's not what it's all about. It's probably about being part of the community and whatnot. And I've run 2 5Ks, maybe 3 5Ks before. And what are all these cars doing here? It's the day after school got out. And those were fun, I guess. But it just felt so much like a race, and like a competition. And I don't know if I'm training for competitions. I'm training more so just for health benefits, because I still don't run very fast splits. I think my average jogging is 9 minutes per mile. So I think the most that I've run before is just over 15 miles. So I ran when I ran that 10 mile at night, then I woke up the next morning and I ran 7 miles. So I did 17 miles in 14-hour block or whatever, and I felt a little gassed before that, but I think I'd like to try and run a half. I ran a half miles by myself at the beach in 1 hour 42 minutes, I believe. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I think I'd just like to do a full by myself just to see what that feels like. But one thing I have not practiced is running with nutrition and water. And when I did that 15 miles, I just looped it around a lake, and I didn't have water or food or anything. So all my runs are always just out and back, and with no liquid or with a goose or anything. So I think I need to start training with that too. I think.